welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. Today I wanted to talk about the thesis statement of the Bible, which kind of gives a framework for the rest of what goes on. And so in that thesis statement, we have Genesis 3:15, which is called the proto-evangelium, meaning the first gospel. So it is the first essence of good news that comes to us through Jesus, and that news is that there will be a battle between the seed of the serpent who deceived Eve and the seed of the woman who will bruise the head of the serpent, but the serpent will bruise the heel of the woman. So who are the characters involved? The serpent and Eve in the beginning, and then later on, Mary, who gave birth to Jesus, her seed will bruise the head of the serpent, but the serpent will bruise Jesus' heel, meaning he will take him to the crucifixion and kill him, not knowing that that was the point, and he would rise again from the dead. And so we have that thesis statement played out through the rest of the Bible. So in Genesis 6, we get the serpent seed, so to speak, the fallen angels coming to cohabit with women and create this hybrid race in order to defeat the passing of the seed along to Jesus. And so these angels were trying to spoil the lineage of Jesus, but God wiped them out in the flood. And so what we have left are the souls or the spirits of the dead Nephilim, who are ranging about as demons now. Then we have throughout the Bible other times where in the Old Testament pagan nations are trying to overtake Israel. For example, David takes on the giant Goliath. Well, he's one of the descendants of Nephilim tribes, and so David, this little whippersnapper with a stone sling thrown, is able to take down Goliath with a mighty crash to the forehead, cuts off his head, and then that head then gets a place under where Jesus would be crucified, and so that's called Golgotha. So we have this interplay of move and chest move, counter move, parry, and all the different reactions that Satan is trying to do against God, who has this whole thing planned out. And so my point in this is that there are conspiracy theories out in the world, and those conspiracy theories may be good. Some have come true or have been proven true, but others not. And so did we land on the moon? Some say yes, some say no. How do we prove that? Is the earth flat or is it a globe? How do we prove that? I know flying up at 40,000 feet, even higher, you can't really tell the curvature of the earth. So who knows from that vantage point? But there's also God fighting Satan, and Satan doing his level best to defeat God's purpose, being unable to do so. So we have the interplay of politics and culture and education working against the principles of God, and we have the devil working behind the scenes to direct people against God's best. So now we live in a time where you don't know what's true anymore. News organizations that were once giving their best effort to find out what was true no longer do so. They have an agenda. They want to hold to a particular viewpoint. So we're in a post-truth era, and I think that's one of Satan's ploys. So we all live in a conspiracy theory-laden culture, but some of it's true, and behind it all, I think we may find Satan at work in the larger and more destructive types of conspiracies that are working against God's plan, but we know God will be the ultimate victor.